hello, hello, hello. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Hello, hello, how is everyone? Oh, oops, forgot to, there we go. Okay, we're good. Hello, hello, how is everyone? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Hi Dee, hi Dan, hi Lucia, hi Colin. Hello, hello, hello everyone. I hope everyone had a good Thursday. Well, I mean, I hope everyone has a good every day, but especially Thursdays. Thursdays are like always the hurdle to get over before Friday, you know? So I always give a special little bump like you got this on Thursday, you know? What's wrong? Sadie, oh no. Hello, hello. Are y'all excited? I thought a little bit about what exactly I wanted to do because there are options, you know. I know it sounds odd, but like, Sorry, I'm looking at making sure everything. Yeah, okay, we have everything. Everything looks good. I was like, well, how should I doodle? You know, we could draw like one big picture. We could like do some like, I don't know, like more professional, follow guides, all that. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to walk y'all through how I actually legit doodle. I was like, you know, I called this a doodle stream. I'll show y'all legit. Again, I'm learning to draw, right? I'm not like good at drawing or anything. So my plan was like, I'll just show y'all how my doodle process. And you know, it'll be kind of fun to do it together. It's a very unprofessional process, obviously, but it's also, for lack of a better word, is a little chaotic. So if you are someone who has a deep passion for the arts, this might not be the stream for you because it's kind of a newbie, you know, meandering her way through doodling. What's that, Colin? I did have a good Thursday. You noticed a buddy at work was walking around making a crinkly noise and asked why, and he pulled out 2 Uncrustables he was thawing in his pocket. Did he share? Did he share an Uncrustable? I feel like this is the, like, that's where, you know, if you share the Uncrustable, it's a great thing. Honestly, yeah, I like Uncrustables, actually. The ones that are jelly, not the peanut butter ones, you know? We like the chaos? Okay, perfect, because it's gonna... It's a little, not recommended. You can't even draw. That's fine, I can't either. I'll show y'all some doodles. Draw a completely anatomically correct human hand. I actually intentionally draw things with the goal of making sure no one can see the hands. But, excuse me 1 second. Excuse me. Why would you want his pocket Uncrustable? Well, you said it's thawing, so it's still not, it's not, like, warm yet, you know? You know, like, you little fist bump and you're like, ayo, can I have one of those Uncrustables? You know? Is that not... Am I weird? Am I AI? I don't know, maybe I might be. I do sometimes... I'll talk through the chaotic process a little bit. Well, actually, let me show you. We're specifically using a specific journal for this, so I'll show you. Okay, let me get myself all ready. I'll give y'all an option. Do you want Tolviri in a corner hanging out with y'all, over here while I doodle? Or do you want, like, close-up Very? Y'all get a pick today. Do you want close-up Very hanging out in the corner? Or tall Very, you know? Hi, Blue! Hello, hello! Oh, excuse me. Up to me? Y'all always leave it up to me! I'm giving y'all options! You mean a sandwich is a sandwich? Yeah, it's a sandwich. Sandwich is a sandwich. You know, food's food. Food is food! That's the new most unhinged thing. You want ears only? We can do that. Wait, let me figure that out. How big can I make the ears? How's that? Is this all you need? Oh, you can even see the little wiggle. Here, I'll give you a little more ear. There you go. What a weird, out of context, that would be so weird. Yeah, there you go. Ear only stream. This is what happens when y'all don't, give a decision. The only person that made the call gets the decision. It's actually funny because the way it's set up, like not fully on the screen. Okay, here. We'll do, let's do, we haven't done Tolviri in a while. Okay. I don't think we've ever done Tolviri, actually. Ah! Where am I? Oh my gosh. Other clipped it and shipped it. Here, there we go. While we're drawing, y'all will get my model. So sometimes randomly you'll just get distracted by my tail. No one coming to, I hope no one coming to the stream is new to the stream. I hope you're used to this level of slightly oddness, because it's probably gonna be an odd stream. All of my HANDCAM streams I feel like devolve into being a bit odd. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah. Let me... There we go. Okay. So... It's actually so goofy. Sorry, it's so silly. I don't even know how this is gonna work. Okay. Yakby background is gone. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm just chilling with y'all here. It's actually kind of perfect because, like, you see this corner just has, like, my like, pens and stuff. There we go. There we go. So we're not clipping the ears. Apparently are y'all's favorite part of the stream. Floating cats, you know? Yeah, it's just the normal day on a Viri stream, you know? This is just, this is how we do it. So yes, okay, oh, I was gonna show this off to Colin. Okay, Colin, remember how I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll set up, it's gonna take work and all that. So, if you notice, there's this shadow here. Look at the amount of effort I put in. Ah, look it! I even got my, like, a light so that y'all wouldn't have, I mean, you're gonna see my hand shadows, of course. We can do little, can I do hand puppets? Wait, I know one. Yeah. Can you see it? Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Anyways, yeah, so I got rid of, I mean, the camera's just a webcam. So, like, let me focus. Look, y'all get to see the close-up of my sweater. Well, okay, well, the camera gets to be blurry. Oh, there we go. Okay. But look I got rid of the light, so it's pretty nice, you know? Or I got rid of the shadow for other shadows. We trade here. We do trades here. Oh, also, no one's allowed to make comments about the cat fur on my desk. I know there's a lot of cat fur on my desk. Shiro primarily sleeps on my desk when I'm not streaming. In fact, when I am streaming, but I don't have my HANDCAM, Shiro is sleeping on the desk. So there's going to be a lot of, like, there's a lot of cat fur on my desk. The most concurrent YouTube viewers I ever saw was you showing Asterion in his underwear, like 60 people. Dude, I still can't believe that happened. I don't even know why he lost all his clothes. It wasn't me. I actually found a way to reduce scuff. I did. I'm sure I'll find a way to increase scuff in other ways, but, yeah. So, okay, let me explain to y'all my kind of chaotic process. You can see we have pens, right? We have pens and pencils. Now, oh, also you can see I only like using like one pencil. This is where it's gonna get chaotic. We're not using pencils. For this specific doodle journal and the way I like to draw, when I'm just like doodling off the top of my head, like just learning how to do a new thing, I've forced myself to start using only pens. The reason for that is I get really caught up in trying to perfect things with pencil, and I do a lot of erasing, and I never actually finish a piece because I get so frustrated. But when I use pen, it's like, okay, well, I'm stuck, you know? So, this is my pen-only journal, and we're gonna do pen-only art. So it's gonna be more chaotic because we only get one shot at things, and I'm not a great artist. And here, I'll show you some of the stuff in my pen journal. Like, you can see, like, sometimes it turns out really well. Like, see, I did, like, some eyes. I did some, like, little this. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I thought this girl turned out pretty good. This page is a pretty good page, I would say. Look at how confident she is. She's confident and happy. But yeah, you can see, I just kind of, like, when I see something that's cute, I just, like, doodle it. She came out really good, I thought. Yeah, when I see something cute, I just, like, you see the pages just get kind of, they're just, like, oh, I thought she came out pretty good. But yeah, so you can see, it's all in pen. And I kind of just look at pictures that I like and put them on the page. So, very nice. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, I can't take full credit in the sense that I look at pictures and kind of doodle them that way. So, like, you know. But yeah, I think it makes me like put stuff on paper more. You need to work on not falling into Control Z pitfall. Yeah, that's what happens to me. So that's why this is my pen journal. That's what I call it. This is just my pen journal. So that's what we're gonna do. I titled it D&D Fantasy because I have, like I said, a D&D character. I like her a lot. And I want to learn how to draw her because all of my drawings are kind of chaotic for her lately. I can show you actually here. One second. Backing up. Here. So, is this one? Yeah. Okay. So, I think I've told y'all this. This is actually only 2. I have 3 of them. Yeah. But I have D&D journals where I, like, journal and draw all of my, like, everything that happens. This is, like, you know, every session. And so, like, here's a perfect example. So my character, this is when she turned into a werewolf. So she's a little chaotic here. Oh, this is an okay picture of her. So you can see, like, she's like got pink hair. She's a druid. She likes cozy things. See, she's like kind of a goofball. And she's just sees. This is when my D&D group tied me up and then tied me to a tree because they were scared I was gonna turn into a werewolf. And then I told everyone I was gonna bite them. And then when they tied me to a tree, then they also threw a bunch of water at me because they were like, you see Serena's name, my character. They're like, she's gonna turn into we don't want to turn into a werewolf. So then I turned into a werewolf, and they were like, you're ugly and hairy. And I was like, no, I want to be cute. And so then this is just me. It was like, they wanted to muzzle me, but then it failed. But then something happened, and then it passed. So I was like, I got scammed, and you can see. And then they wanted to make me laugh, but it failed. And I was like, are you all even on my team? And they were like, kick her ass, knock her out, make her die, murder her. My character's like, what's even happening? And then I was like, give me a new party. And that's how the session ended. Me rejecting. I was like, I want a new group. Anyways, I do doodles like that all the time. So she has like a very like goofy appearance. So it'd be kind of fun to get on paper what I think he actually looks like, even if it's more goofiness, you know? Yeah, those are real. I'm glad y'all like them. Deuce. Is that a deuce doodle? Yeah, a little doodle. Let me see. This is our latest. I feel like this is my latest session. These ones are less, Oh, yeah, I think I'm getting really good at drawing gorillas. Because Serena turns into a gorilla a lot, so... But yeah, y'all kind of get the idea. This is Serena. She's kind of a goofball, and she cries a lot, and she kind of, you know. So yeah, we got that. We're gonna color. We need pink hair, and I want her to be long, flowy, cute hair is the goal. Interesting transcript doodles helps the narrative. Yeah, we even have a Discord server where we keep track of, we call it the journal, and we use it a lot to reference to remember what happened. But it's kind of fun because, like, I'll flip through the pages when I forget something happened. I'm like, oh yeah, this or that happened. Like, it's a good reference book actually for me. But this is my third book. This guy's my third one. At this point. Oh yeah, I was like the Kool-Aid man and like smashed through a wall. You see Serena Gorilla Kool-Aid man through the wall. I like smashed through a wall to get to my team, and I was like, oh yeah, like the Kool-Aid guy. But yeah, so we're not gonna draw Serena as the Kool-Aid guy, but how often do you play D&D? Every Saturday. Every Saturday my group gets together and plays D&D, except for this weekend because everyone except for me is a hardcore WoW raider, and they have the new season came out, and they have a lot of stuff they have to get done. So they have WoW chores this weekend, so we had to cancel, unfortunately. Looks like Patrick and the Girls. It kind of is. You have an IRL quest. Like, I really do. Do you write down what's happening? Yeah, so here. we can, yeah. So you can see, like, so this is every session. I mark them with little tabs. So, like, you can see, I, like, have a bunch of writing, and, like, explaining what everyone does. If I find loot, you see Serena finds a chest, where the owlbear was. Because there's this whole thing. I got run over by an owlbear. It was a whole mess. But, yeah, so, like, you see I, like, write down everything we get. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we were fighting these ghouls. They were really creepy. This is my party. You see, very anatomically correct. But yeah, we use this, like I said, a lot when we're trying to, like, oh yeah, we fought this, like, this creepy vine thing. And then I drew Val's character in a ducky outfit because I just wanted to. Sometimes I go a little off the rails and forget I just start doodling random things, instead of what's actually happening. But yeah. Hi, Solano. Hello. How are you? Well, that's so interesting. So usually when I say hi to all of you, I go like this. You do y'all never see it because I'm a VTuber. But today you get to see me, like, actually saying hello and, like, hi. And I'm very, like, hand expressive, but y'all never see it. So, no, it goes really fast, actually. Okay, I'm dropping the chemist card. I'm sorry, but it's relevant. It's relevant. As a chemist, you have to do a lot of documentation, right? So I actually am very used to writing fast, and, like, the doodles just, are doodles, so they're not very hard to do. So they happen during the session. It happens in the moment during the session. I've never, like, drawn outside of the session. So many notes at DM's ideal player. Cobra, I'll have to send you some of the stuff sometimes. Our stories are actually very interesting. We're in a very, like, dark part of the story right now. Well, it's dark, but it's like overshadowed, I guess, by the fact that my party's a bunch of dweebs. We're a bunch of goofballs. So, like, it's hard to kind of, like, when dark things happen, we don't stay, like, like, sad for very long because our characters are dweebs. Which is nice. We appreciate the depth of, like, deep emotional moments, but we don't, like, get caught up in it, if you're going off the rails. Yeah, no way. Who would have believed? It is, I hope, a little reassuring. It's not just a character or a bit I play on stream. I'm unfortunately always like this, Yeah, glad you're, I guess, welcome back. Hello. But yeah, anyways, this is, I always yap. I don't know why I'm pretending like it. Don't look, you even get to see today my drink. Today's a mango gold. It's turmeric and mango are, like, the main flavors. Sorry, this isn't sponsored. I'm just showing y'all a tasty drink. I like it. This brand has been my current obsession. But yes, okay, so we're gonna get started. Like I said, this is a chaotic process. Here's what we do. I pick a pen that seems nice. Hope I haven't accidentally broken the tip. Doesn't look like I have, so that's cool. And then I just find a picture and I doodle the picture. There's not too much depth involved. And like I said, expect it to be, they're not meant to be, they're just meant to be, like, quick little put on the pagers, So let me see. Let me go to my D&D. Actually, let's just scroll around randomly on Pinterest and see what we find. Let's see. Yeah, I'm also not showing y'all the Pinterest page, which doesn't help y'all at all. Are y'all just, I don't even have the thing on my screen. Oh yeah, y'all are just looking at the blank page. That's funny. It's part of the experience, right? Oh, this one's cute. It's just a girl smiling. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Roll up our sleeves a little bit here. Oh, she's cute too. I might draw both of these girls here. Okay, so I think I'll start. By the way, unfortunately, a lot of stuff I've noticed on the internet right now is incredibly AI. So I kind of just wing it based on what I think is, what I think would look good. I don't end up actually, like, completely following the art, because it's too much AI. Make it stop. you know? I hate the amount of Gen AI on Pinterest. Yeah, so Pinterest rolled out this new feature. I think it's incredibly interesting. They rolled out this new feature that allegedly they said was going to like I'm also not looking at the camera, so if my hand's blocking the whole artwork, bummer. They rolled out this new feature where you can say you don't want to see Gen AI, right? And it did seem to be working at first, but it also filtered out, obviously, a lot of the art, right? And I did notice that recently, I don't feel like the filter is working as well as it used to. And I don't know if it's some shenanigans on their end, or AI artists have gotten, or if AI artists have just gotten a lot better at how they, like, put things on Pinterest. But, like, it's kind of annoying because I was getting really good references for a bit, and now I'm going back to like getting all AI references. So I don't know. Oh, there's supposed to be an ear here. I'll put it here. There we go. I wouldn't be surprised if it's tagged by the uploader. Yeah, I think before it wasn't. I mean, you can tell pretty easily, honestly, if something's Gen AI. Would a web engineer ever be lazy? No, I've never done anything lazy in my life, y'all. I need at least 4 overlays in a picture cans to keep my tail moves. Is that good enough? So the thing that I find the hardest so far for me has been eyes. I just never like placed the eyes at the same like position. And I'm taking an art class right now. Well, I say taking, but I'm off and on it, honestly. And I watched their tutorial how to do eyes, and I got really good at eyes for like a little bit. And then I stopped drawing eyes because I was like, oh, I learned this. It's time to learn something else, right? And in that time, I decided I was going to learn something else instead. I forgot how to draw eyes. So sometimes I'll try to find ways to like not have like draw eyes anymore, but we'll muscle through. See, they're like a little crooked, but they get the job done, you know? There's something similar on Pixiv, but a lot of folks who post slap don't tag it. Yeah, I never really got into Pixiv. I wish I had. It seemed before, the AI overlords took things over, it seemed pretty nice. By the way, this is going to be a mostly yapping stream. Oh, well, I was trying to give a little dimension, but I accidentally give dimension to the whole thing. So yeah, we'll have a lot of yapping today. But yeah, so I don't really know where to find non-AIR. I'll show you all in a little bit. I got some art books. And they are nice, but there's just something about like being able to look, on the internet to get references. It's just it's so much easier when you're like jamming out to music. I don't know if I trust a druid who didn't have lopsided eyes. Honestly, yeah, it makes it more trustworthy, right? Okay, and then we'll draw a little neck. Is DeviantArt not a thing anymore? Yeah, I think DeviantArt got hit pretty hard with AI, right? There's this website. I actually use it to commission art very often in the VTuber space called VGen. And their like whole thing is not having any AI art. That's like their thing. And they'll like screen, allegedly, this is what they say. They screen like all their artists that are on their site by hand. Like, like a real human screens every single person. Your like art account has to have been X number of years and blah, blah, all this stuff. You have to like have someone vouch for you. Like, it's a whole process, apparently. I know because I asked one of the artists that did my work outside of VGen. I was like, oh, why don't you have a VGen account? It's usually like the easiest way to find clients. And they're like, oh, I don't have like fit the criteria. And I was like, oh, interesting. Oh, you like the eyes? Yeah, I think they're pretty passable. The thing is, without like color, it's kind of hard to like color eyes, But yeah, I would say if you're looking for art, VGen has been pretty good. I've run into a few cases. It's not AI. I haven't run into AI yet on VGen, but one thing I have run into that's like, oh, is people stealing each other's templates. And then it's like, or their art. Like, I saw one artist and I was like, oh, I really want to commission this. This is cool. And then, like, a little bit further down, I saw the exact same art. And I was like, well, who's legit, you know? And I didn't want to accidentally commission from the artist who wasn't legit. And yeah, so like that I don't know how you fix that, right? I mean, technically the original art isn't AI, but who did the original art is the problem. And so I don't know. These things are kind of, it's its own thing. You have to do, basically, in general, you just have to do a lot of screening, you know? Hi, Knight, how are you? Hello, hello. Apparently they're making a movie where Val Kilmer is going to be in posthumously as AI, and it really makes me feel like we're moving towards... Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, even if he gave approval, that's kind of... I don't know. It, like... What is even the word for it? It doesn't... It, like, cheapens the product that was, like, originally created, you know? If, like, any old thing can just copy it, then what was the whole point, you know? Like, where's the, like, artistic merit and, like, all the years of effort put into, like, you know, becoming a great actor? I mean, it's the same, obviously, with art. But, like... I don't know. I could be on my AI soapbox for hours. And I'm an engineer, you know, so like I do use AI for work because you can't not. You'll get fired. I'll color this in. But I feel like there's a little bit something different between using it for development and using it like to produce art. Like, there's a different intended purpose. I mean, I'm sure there's engineers who will be like, oh, well, developing is art, you know? Oh, let me ban this person. Banning? Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's banning. It's a bot. I'm sure those people will be like, well, you know, it takes a lot, like, development is an art. I mean, sure, I guess, but, like, it's different. It's different, you know? We'll just do this. We'll be lazy with her hair. The art I'm looking at is, like, very detailed, but we'll do a little boop. It adds, you know, the little thing. Hi, Juan. Hello, hello. Wasn't there a whole controversy of how they let a group that exploited artists stay on the platform for too long? Oh, did they? I have no idea, actually. There might be. To properly express the contempt I feel towards Altman and the like. Yeah. It just kind of, like, I don't know. I could talk about my feelings about it for a very long time. From, like, a development perspective, right? There's this really interesting, if y'all are a fan of reading, and that isn't, like, sarcastic. If you enjoy reading as a way to, like, consume, you know, like, information and not, like, through videos and stuff, there was a very interesting article I read recently called The AI Vampire. And the whole concept was that, it's essentially sucking and draining the energy from people in very specific ways. It goes into very specific ways, so I don't want to like give too many spoilers. But like the always 100%, always active, always like having to, you know, there's no pauses. Anyone who works in development knows there's usually like pauses while you wait for test to run or things like that, where you have like a minute to recharge your brain. But when things are always moving because the AI is always like progressing the work forward, it's like it's a very like it's very draining. And so then like your whole day is like afterwards is draining. So then it slowly drains your life because like you spend your time perpetually tired because your brain is perpetually like having to be on in an active state. So you just had an insanity. You can do nighttime archery. That sounds dangerous, Night. Banhammer swung right at night. Who has a banhammer? I thought Grummel was the only one. We got banhammers over here on Twitch. If y'all want to see people banned all the time, I ban bots like every 2 seconds. This is Serena in a schoolgirl outfit. I ended up drawing a schoolgirl outfit. I don't know. Let's see if I can do a little. We'll do like the old school shoujo eyes. Oh, I think I needed like something here. I did. I think the old school shoujo eyes are like that, right? Something like that. There we go. The little hair thing is called nahoge, and yeah. Technically, yeah, it's like I don't know how it's pronounced, but I've always said ahoge, ahoge. I don't know how it's pronounced. Speaking of night stuff, I've been working on designing some digital night vision. Ooh, that sounds interesting. How does one develop digital night vision? I don't think I've ever heard of that concept. Reading, yeah, we only read on this stream. The audio name, I'm smart. Oh gosh, this is safety first. Drone cameras. Oh, drone cameras. I would never trust myself to fly a drone. I feel like I'd get it stuck somewhere. Let's see. What's another one we want to do? What looks cute? Oh, this is kind of cute. I feel like this one's going to be a lot harder because I don't do things well at angles. So this will challenge me. I'm not good at like drawing things where the head isn't facing straight forward. As you can see, I like drawing things forward, face forward. But we'll challenge ourselves, you know? I hope y'all are enjoying the drawing portion of the stream. Very little drawing happening, but we are drawing, you know? What am I looking for? There's my page. Okay. Let me get a sip of my drink. Eventually you want to pick up on some analog, but tubes they use are expensive. Dude, everything's expensive right now. It's all expensive! Okay, so they do... Let's start with the face, because I feel like that's the thing I'm most likely to mess up. They'll go like this. Wrinkle is good. You like the bow? Isn't it so cute? I love, like, bows and frilly things. That's right. I'm kind of, like, getting a feel. I feel like Serena's hair would just be down. But if it was, like, in pigtails, I feel like it'd be, like, loose low. Spoiler, I'm drawing pigtails. You know? Have you made a cube page? All artists have their cube pages. I have seen tutorial videos where everyone recommends to like start with the basics like that, but like I said, I don't really I know this is going to sound really weird, okay? And I hope you understand the nuance in this statement. I don't draw to get good. In the same way that you don't pick up every single game. Like, you don't always play video games to be the number one, you know? Or even prove. Sometimes you just pick it up to enjoy what you're doing. And that's what I do when I draw. I let myself get really, like, frustrated for a long time because it wasn't as good as what I was seeing. And I got really stuck on that. And now I'm kind of just like, you know, it's good enough. I don't need to, like, get frustrated. Oh, this person did it with, like, I've never tried this. Little, like... under lashes. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, so like I don't do like the oh, you know, you need to like do this activity or this activity to like up your drawing because I'm like, well, that doesn't sound fun. And they're always when I watch the videos they're like, yeah, this is really tedious, but you just got to get through it, you know, you got to grind this, you got to do that. And I'm like, I don't wanna. You know, I just want to draw cute things and like it be passable enough to make me happy. And so that's what I do now. Some of my favorite games are the ones I'm objectively not good at. Honestly, though, I do have this theory with video games. Oh, I totally messed it up. Oh, well. I do have this theory with video games where as soon as you get good at a game, it's not fun anymore. And... I'm sure there's some exceptions. For example, Val is incredibly good at WoW, obviously. Him and his guild Hall of Fame every year. Or every season. And that's all they do, though. And they've, like, basically dedicated their entire existence to WoW. And I tip my hat off to... Wow, dude, this right here, slamming so far. Anyways, I tip my hat off to them and the amount of effort. And they love it. Like I said, we're canceling D&D... so that they can do WoW stuff this weekend. So, like, for them, it's totally, you know, like, that's what they want to do. The better they are, the happier they are. But that's just not, it's not for me. I feel like I did the eyelashes. I'm pretty happy with the eyelashes. The, like, it's kind of hard to, like, monochromatically draw eyes, in my opinion. So, that's close enough. And I think the nose would be, like, over here, right? I think. Doing something to not be the best. What's the point, you know? Ideally, I'd be taking care of housing and glass, but a pre-built set of... Oh my gosh, that is so expensive, Fee. Goodness gracious. Making art specifically good at it is a bad time. Yeah, and I admire those that do put in the effort. Obviously, I, you know, commission all the time, like work and stuff. Because I know, oh, this lip thing they're doing looks really hard. It's like, let's see if we can get it. It's like this, kind of like they're biting their lip. I think there's a little bit here too. Now it just looks like she has vampire teeth. That's okay. Okay, Sareed is currently a vampire. I had to quit playing competitive SPS because it got so good that it got old. But I'm not so good that it got old. But I did have to quit FPS, I told y'all, because I would get so angry. Like, at very level angry, you know? Very level angry. But I would, like, find myself afterwards just being kind of grumpy. And I was like, well, that's not who I am. I'm not someone who gets grumpy, you know? So when I realized it, I was like, wow, this is kind of making me a worse person. You know, I stopped playing FPS. Props to those who can... Oh, well, she kind of has, like... she kind of has, what do you call it? Like, elfy ears. Props to those who can do it without, like, getting too frustrated. But I apparently cannot. If you're having fun while doing it, then you're doing it right. Exactly! Everything I do is for the fun of it. If y'all know, if my stream never turns on again, it's because I stopped having fun with it. Oh, I feel like, yeah, she needs, like, low bangs here. There we go. See, these side profiles are so difficult. Oh, and, like, that's good. That's close enough. I think we'll do, like, boop. And then, like... maybe like here? That seems about right. We'll do a little of that. A little of that. So y'all will see what I'm cooking in a second. Okay, so the next, see, this is where it starts to get really confusing to me. The whole, like, side profile neck thing. That's a sad thought. Oh, of, like, things not being fun. I'm in the top 100 in the ranked server for VTOL VR, and while I do enjoy it, it's becoming a bit of a drag. Wait, what's VTOL? I don't think I've ever heard of that. VTOL. Can I say that I watch Verity to improve in anything she does? I do feel like I do feel like I improve over time. I think even when I don't intend to, I definitely do think, yeah, you can watch my stream and enjoy the like slow progression of improvement. Can we talk about me, like, by the end of the Halo, you know, like, grind, how much better I got? And, like, if y'all were here for the first days of me learning to draw, we've also come quite a long way. Like, I wouldn't have been able to, like, do this whole concept of just, like, winging it, you know, with a black pen. I would have never been confident enough to do this earlier. Ooh, I kind of like, they do, like, a little sweepy hair. I don't know. I don't know how they did that, but it's very cute. Let's see if we can, I think we kind of got it. Yeah, that seems good enough. There we go. It's semi-fidelity flights. It's a semi-fidelity flight sim. I was just talking about flight simulators with Val the other day. That's so interesting. We were talking about this person that, like, goes into this game that's, like, a really, really good, like, flight simulator person, and then they just, like, farm clips of them doing, like, really, really difficult maneuvers and stuff, and I was like, the first few were funny, and then, excuse me, and then when I realized, I was like, wait, they're kind of, like, just going into these situations to farm a clip, Am I enjoying watching this knowing that it's just a moment that they farmed for content, you know, instead of just like enjoying playing? And it kind of like warped my view of being able to watch the videos after that. I don't know, that was just being a grump. But I was like, I can't enjoy this anymore. It's not as funny once you remember that it's staged. So there we go. That's kind of nice. You can tell that this is supposed to be like, I mean, I think you gotta like pull the like towards it like that. Something like that. There we go. That's cute. Oh, we gotta do your little boop. You can never forget that. Looks pretty good, better than what I do. I do, like I said, I think I'm growing a lot, and that's all that matters. But this like style of art is so much more like satisfying to me because I think you're supposed to have like a thing here. Let's give her a little heart emblem. There you go. This like type of art process just made everything so much more enjoyable. And the spoiler alert, this drawing I picked to like look at is also it's just a different type of what do you call these, schoolgirl outfits? I am obsessed with schoolgirl outfits. In fact, if I do get a new outfit, y'all, I hate to tell you, I know a lot of people are not a fan of schoolgirl outfits. It would probably be a schoolgirl outfit. Because they're just so cute. They have, like, just the cutest little styles, you know? I love them. Oops, this probably needs to be bigger. Ooh, this is like a little... Let me see if I can... There we go. I just think they look so cute, like schoolgirl outfits. And I know people, like I said, some people are like, well, Viri, that's like very overused. That's okay. I'm a blue-haired cat girl. How much more overused? I guess if I was a pink-haired cat girl, that might be a little more overused, but not by much. I'll just give her some shoulders. I don't feel like going beyond this. There we go. Do you have a certain color in mind? Oh yeah, so Serena has pink hair. We can do a little color. Little color. Yeah, send me a clip. I feel like if we gave her like a little light like blush here, might kind of help fill things in. And I have one of these, so a sharpener, so we'll be good for that. Nice. I probably can't check it out till after stream. Oh, one sec. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Serena has like bubblegum pink hair. It's funny because my DM, so I'm a druid, right? So I transform a lot into different like creatures, and the DM always makes me describe what my character looks like. Or like what I'm transforming into. And then at some point he was like, it's pink again, isn't it? I was like, yup. He's like, what is this move you're looking like? I was like, well, it's a pink cloud. He's like, okay, Serena, you know? Listen, yeah, it's a very nice sharpener. I feel like you don't have to invest too much in art supplies, and they last forever, and it's very nice. Although I am getting to the end of some markers that I had, and it's making me kind of sad. Because I had those markers for years, and they're running out. And sure, I can buy new ones, but, like, these ones are worn in, you know? Uh-oh, oh my goodness, Knight, please be careful. I'm a cat girl. I think my sneeze is, I try my best to make it not be too loud. You know? You have a VR headset? I do. I use it to play Beat Saber. I haven't turned it on since the move though, so it probably needs an update. I was thinking of getting a new set. Because like I said, I want to do 3D. I want to have like a 3D VTuber and get tracking and everything. So I might just go that route. I think pretty green for the bow. Thank you, y'all. Yeah, just look how cute she looks. I feel like greens, they just go so well with her. Even her eyes are pink. Oh, I could have like colored this pink, you know? Oh well. I'll make the ribbon a darker green. We'll just do like shades of green. I think her if her eyes were green, that would also be pretty interesting. But for now, she has pink eyes. Her eyes can change color. They do turn gold, and because she's an Asimir, I do have this like canonically, like she has little like streaks of yellow in her hair, like this. I don't even know if you can see it, but I'll just throw it in there a little bit. But yeah, sometimes, like, you know, when she does her Asimir stuff, she gets a little, some gold. Color looks good. Bonus point for staying inside the lines. I am nothing if not an excellent color, you know? I passed my kindergarten exams very well. You know, Viri, what is scary for a full heavy armored character? What's scary? We have 2 full... Let me see if I can find some doodles of him. We have... I think we have only one character who would be full armor. I think I have some, like, goofy... He's a dragon, so he's a paladin dragon. I don't really have a lot of good art of him because I can't draw dragons very well yet. I need to get better at Oh, look at Serena with her pink flame sword. Isn't she so cute? She's just the cutest. Do I have a picture of... No. See, I avoid drawing him very often. Oh, I did draw this picture of them because he was getting squeezed by a carpet, and so I turned him into a little squeaky toy. Auric turned into a squeaky toy. I kind of did an okay job here of him. But yeah, like I said, since I draw these while things are happening, they're kind of like goofy goodles. A swarm of poisonous small spiders. I hope we don't run into that. We're not in a spider place. We had a spider villain we fought against earlier. Maybe if you tried drawing him in a schoolgirl outfit. I'm gonna do that. Auric would hate it. The character that plays Auric would hate it. He'd probably laugh though. Let's see. Let's find another cute doodle. Squeaky-eyed dragon man. I think it is one of my best pieces for sure. We gotta find something cute. There's so many cute drawings, honestly. Ooh. This is hands. We would definitely struggle with hands. Oh, this one's cute. Let's see. Do I want that? This one's cute. This one's cute. I'm trying to pick which one I want. He was getting squeezed by a carpet. He was getting squeezed by a carpet. What else are we supposed to do? Oh, this one's cute. We can try this one. Them going inside your heavy armor, which takes a long time to remove. Ugh, that's like light nightmare fuel. Is this the same carpet I threw into the fireplace? It is actually the same. It is the same carpet that I threw into. Wow, you remember? Yeah, this is the same carpet that I threw into the fireplace. Some poison can cause stat effects. Yeah, we've run into that. We've run into a few issues. Well, especially in this area, there's a lot of poison related issues. It's a whole thing we've been dealing with. What were you fighting, Doctor Strange? Not quite. It may as well have been. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of. I'll draw a small. So we'll draw a small one. Okay, so this is a little chibi girl, but I thought it was cute. Okay. I'm not like super good at drawing like chibi style, but I want to get better at it because I feel like chibi is really good for my D&D doodles, you know? Like you can get like a lot of detail for like very little effort, you know? Or like it's meant to you like only it's almost like caricatures. I think that's how you say it. It's like caricatures. So you can get like the most important details, and it ends up being really cute, and it's a whole thing. Okay, so she has a little neck like this. Sorry, like I said, though I was prepared in other areas, I didn't think about like showing y'all the pictures I'm looking at. But maybe it's for the better, because if y'all had a picture to look at, then you'd be able to compare. Like, oh, you messed up this or this. So maybe it was smart on my part. How is this? Oh. Padoru Viri. We have Padoru Viri. If you look on my channel, I have one from like, oh my gosh, I think it's like a 5-year-old video. It's like one of the, I think it's the second video I put out on my channel. I haven't watched it since I made it so long ago because it makes me cringe, but it is there if you want to see Padoru Viri. I doubt any DM would do that, but a cheesy way to deal with a boss with heavy armor with wild shape or whatever druids can do. Yeah, we don't, I feel like our stuff is pretty good. We don't cheese. We don't have to, like, or DM doesn't like cheese or anything. Oh, this should be, like, raised. Oh, well. Okay, so then we got this, and then, like, right here, it looks like there's, like, a little, I think you call this, like, romper? I think this is called, like, romper, you know? We do, yeah! Imagine not going through every single one of the Viri videos. Fake fan. I would be impressed if even one of y'all had watched that video. I think it has like 3 views. It's also technically my first singing video. Fun fact. It is technically my only singing video. So I guess if you wanted to say, oh, Viri, why have you never put out a music video? Well, it technically exists. You haven't done anything cheesy as well. You don't play Druid or Monk because how broken. It's interesting because when I was looking up, like, information about Druid, everyone was saying, like, oh, Druid's, like, such trash. They're like, not great. They don't do a lot of, like, you know, damage or blah, blah. And I was like, what? Serena is great. I have so much utility, and then I just have so much fun. Like, how are you gonna call Druids trash? There we go. I think this presentation style works great. Plus, we're here for the doodles to grade you. To not grade you. No, please grade me. Don't actually. If y'all want to see me cry, say like, you know, be harsh on my art when I'm trying to have fun. That would get me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive cat. Y'all know rule number 1 of the Viri stream is be nice to Viri. I'm really bad at drawing, like, fluff, you know? I think it would look like that. And then we'll just do, like, a little boop. We'll just do something like that. There we go. And I can tell you, fear bards are... bards are, I think it depends on if they want to, like, help out or not. You know, if you have a bard that doesn't want to do bard things, it, might not need to fear them as much. Okay, they have a hand. I need to lock in for a second, y'all. This person, you put a hand here. Okay, we'll try our best. Locking in? Okay, I cannot read chat because I'm trying to lock in. Oh, these fingers are too long. That's okay. Okay. These are hand. Nobody look at the hand. I should have done something to be able to... Sorry. It's okay. It gets the job done. Anyone else stream being weird? Uh-oh. This man's even. No! I was justified. I was justified. I was actually thinking about that because Val's going on a trip. He has something for work, and so he's gonna be gone. And I was like, oh, I should make him replace all the batteries and all the smoke detectors before he leaves, just in case, so that I don't have to worry about it, you know? Now it's stuck in my head. Boop. There we go. I think that's pretty cute. That's pretty good, other than the, like, 2 long fingers. Yeah, I will cry. I will weaponize my crying. Y'all will feel so guilty. It'll be a whole thing. So don't do it, you know? Mine is the short. You haven't had a short joke in so long, actually. Okay. Now we're drawing the eyes. The bane of every artist, mostly me, but, you know, every artist's existence. Draw a little ear. Hand looks good. Yeah, I think it kind of all fits together, you know? I also, these pages are really fun because it's, like, very satisfying to like, see just a full page, you know? Whereas if you remember my other journal, where I was dedicating 1 page per, like, art piece, you didn't have that same satisfaction. Oh, there we go. I'll do a little of that. Maybe a little of that. We'll fix the eye later, but we'll have it like that for now. And then... Guys, why did you get Podoro stuck in my head? Oh my gosh. Help! I'm victim to Christmas carols. They're stuck in my head. Oh no. Oh, did I do little boop, boop. Oh, you know what's something I forgot here? Give her some eyebrows. There we go. And I've noticed, like, they do, like, a light eyebrow up here. Some of them do this, where they do, like, a light one right here, and then, like, a big eyebrow, like an actual eyebrow over here. I don't know. I haven't decided if the double eyebrow strategy is for me, but we'll do it for this one. You gotta mix it up. But you don't have a style, you know? You gotta kind of mix it up to see what works for you. I think you're doing the proportions. Oh, thank you. You're so short, you make the pen look big. Oh. Oh. I didn't mention the stepping stool today. Oh, that's true. That's true. You hurt my feelings with the stepping stool. This feels like a very Serena, like, smirk. And then I haven't decided how I want her bangs yet. So I kind of, every time I change it. If I want, like, rectangle bangs, you know? Oh, well, that's okay. And then we'll just do that. There we go. And then I guess something here. There we go. O'er the fields we go, laughing over. Y'all just want a Christmas Carol stream? Uh-oh. I'll do this. There we go. See, she has like super long hair, I feel like. Like, she wouldn't cut it very much. She grew up in a cabin in the woods, you know? Every retail worker in December. Make it stop! And then this one I really liked because I was gonna draw some wings. I'll just draw them right here. There's like that cute wing style. How was it again? Do you remember this from like... I think it was like this. From like the old anime days. It was like that, right? With like a swirl. Oh, I did the swirl the wrong way. Oh well. And then it was like something like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm just such a sucker for, obviously, I'm such a sucker for big flowy hair. Yeah, the like card captor wings, exactly. Should we try giving her some green eyes for it this time? Let's see what she looks like with some green eyes. We'll do like some light here, and then some like this color. Oh, this is like really bright. Oh my goodness. It's already been an hour? Oh my gosh. Time really flies when you're yapping, huh? Ha ha ha, your way. Ha ha ha. No! Look what y'all have done. Look what you made me do. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I forgot to do this. There we go. And some little boop boop. Some fluff. Coldplay's green. No, Coldplay! Night, you can't pressure someone like that. I'm putting your time. The year is 2037. And just when Knight thinks that he finally has peace in his life, out comes Colin. What is it? Dun 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 dun! From downtown! This is kind of fun. I gave her like a full green fish. She seems very naturey. Like I said, I think the most important thing for Serena is she's a goofball. She locks in when she needs to. She's very caring for others. But at the end of the day, she grew up in a cabin by herself. I mean, she was raised by someone, but like she grew up in a cabin, you know? She, out in the woods, she doesn't really socialize a lot. So she does goofy things sometimes. It makes sense to her. But everyone else is like, Serena, what are you doing? You know? So I think that's the most important part of Serena. Oh, we gotta sharpen it a little bit. So Veery is playing Veery in D&D. So honestly, when I was coming up with my D&D character, because I wanted to do like legit RP, you know, like I really wanted to get into my character, I did actually intentionally make the character have like a lot of my personality traits, because it makes it a lot easier to like RP. So when I'm like, when my character's having an intense moment, it may as well just be me acting out the moment, you know? And that makes it a little bit easier to have like serious, I feel like, just like moments with the group, in my opinion. I think for my next character, I don't know what I do. Like, serious characters aren't really my style. I think I might have a character that's, instead of goofy, like very, like, I'm goofy in like a kind of like, you know, like a fun way. I don't know how to describe it. Like in a, like kind way, but I might make like a mischievous character, you know, that's kind of more like chaotic in nature, and maybe does things that are a little bad. Because then, like, you know, the scenes where people are like, oh, why did you do that? Like, confronting her, you know, I think those would be very difficult to do. Very fun to try out. It's really cool to see how much you clearly care about your character. I adore Serena. I tell my characters this, or my party this all the time. I'm like, if y'all do something that causes Serena to die, like, I will haunt your nightmares. You better have a really good reason. If you cause Serena to die, it better be for a big moment. There was this one time Serena was about to die. We were fighting a banshee, and we all got knocked out except for one person from a banshee whale, right? Which was one thing, but the reason was because one of our, like, party members went back into the room with the banshee after the banshee had told us to leave. And so she took that as a sign that we were, like, threatening her. And she immediately wailed at all of us. And I was like, what? Serena, I was like, my character was in another room, like, looting. And so she didn't even know what happened. She just heard the scream and went down because she failed a roll. I was like, this is not where Serena dies, looting a doll, or like a cursed doll in a corner, you know? It was funny. It is a perfect first character, for sure. I really like this, like, multi-green look. First D&D campaign you were part of. Oh yeah? Let me hear about it. I really like my group. I think my group, we match very well. We have a good, like, oh, this is an ear. We have a good combination for our players. And generally speaking, no one's, like, griefing or anything. Everyone's trying to help the party out, you know? You don't have anyone just, like, doing things for themselves. Why did you do that? Vier's D&D character. My character. I don't know what I would want. I saw this, like, class. Honestly, I had this discussion with Val because we were in a very dangerous situation fighting some hags, and there was a good chance that party members were going to die. We actually did have a character die, and we used a scroll of Revivify on them. But everyone else was like, oh, I have backup characters and stuff. Like, you know, I'd be okay by the next session. I was like, I have not put a single thought into what I would do. Oh, I forgot her little thing. If I didn't have Serena, you know? Like, I there's, like, not a thought in my head about not being Serena. So, like, there is no backup. But I did finally, like, start to think a little bit about it. And I would probably make her, like, there's, like, this tactician class that I thought looked really interesting. I think I told y'all that, like, fights with a lot of traps. I probably would make my next character on stream, if I'm being honest. We'd write the lore and stuff. I mean, I'd write the lore, but it'd be fun to chat about it with y'all. But what's just most important is a character I can connect with. I don't think I can connect with a character that's, like, very solemn and quiet, because I like doing things and talking to the strangers and, like, having RP moments. And if I have a character that's, like, very in their shell, I mean, certainly you could have a moment where they come out of their shell, but it's not really for me. My friend was playing a druid. Our mage was stuck trying to disarm a device that turned into a bomb, and our druid in a split-second wild shape into a giant bear, and Mama Bear the mage taking all the damage. Oh my gosh! Oh, thank goodness for safety. That would make me so sad. Oh my goodness, thank you, Colin. You always like the D&D story where the guy's party is stuck in a dungeon. The warlock uses Speak the Dead to ask the skeleton chained to the wall to get out, and the skeleton said, "How would I know?" Wait, that's actually hilarious. You know, we've talked, we often, or I often talk to, like, the animals in an area. So, for example, we were at a graveyard and there was crows around, and I, like, asked the crows. It was like, yo, what's up with this place? It's kind of creepy. And then my DM on the spot was like, shoot. I didn't think you would do that, or I forgot you would do that. So then he had to, like, you know, like, figure out what the crows would tell me. And then I rolled really well, so the crows were giving us way more information than he wanted us to have. It was actually really funny. But, like, yeah, it's very fun to have an option to, like, be able to kind of investigate. Or, like you said, like, speak to the dead. Maybe I should see if I can get a speak to the dead spell. I need to change one of my spell slots. I took a spell slot to summon a familiar, and I hadn't used it yet because someone else in our party, I didn't realize, also took the spell. And they're using it in a very cool way. Like, their familiar is all, like, a part of their lore, and it's, like, a whole thing. And so it's, like, I was just going to use the familiar to, like, summon random animals in the moment as I wanted. But now that he has a really cool, like, backstory with his, you know, it's like, oh, I don't... I don't think Serena can live up to that hype. Oh, this isn't the color yellow I thought it was. Oh, well. This is, like, a very, like... dark-ish gold, you know? That's okay. Did you reward the crows with anything shiny? I was gonna reward them when we went back, but we got in a fight and the crows came to help us. And then one of the characters in my party, they used an AoE spell that also hit the crows, and so now the crows are mad at us and don't really want anything to do with us, and we can't approach them anymore. So unfortunately, I mean, I guess I could just leave something shiny for them and hope that they take it. I could do that. I'm gonna do an undertone of yellow just to see what it looks like. You know? You'd be the skeleton. I kind of think an undead might also be a little fun. I don't know about the logistics, though. Because, like, if we went to if most cities, if, you know, we were traveling with an undead, it's bad enough that we're currently traveling with a werewolf, which is me. But we can keep that hidden. But traveling with an undead might be kind of harder to keep hidden. You know? There we go. Look at that. It actually looks pretty nice, in my opinion. There's a bard archetype, not sure if it's available to you, and then their music can control undead, but their music is not evil. Oh, that's cool. There was a druid class I was kind of considering taking that lets you control, like, fungus and mushrooms, and you can make, like, basically control corpses and stuff, from what I understand, with the mushrooms. And I kind of thought, oh, that's a really cool thing to do. But it doesn't fit with Serena's character. Like, she wouldn't be using mushrooms to summon undead. Or to, like, you know, take over dead corpses. So I was like, that's just not really... Well, I think it's cool as Viri. I don't think it's something that Serena would do. Yeah, I think this looks really good. Spore Circle, yeah! I'm Circle of Stars. So, because that fits with Serena. You know what? We'll color her, too. We'll color her hair. But for this one, I want to do something a little different. I'm going to try something different for her hair. It's why necromancy is your favorite wizard school. I think it might be fun to do like a necro. I play a necro in Guild Wars, so I do have some like necro knowledge, you know? I'm trying to like make her tips yellow, see if I like that. I put a little bit here, just undertones for the tops. There we go. Put some here. There we go. We'll see how that looks. Have a drink. It would be very fun doing a D&D group together. Yeah, I think I like how this looks. But I have to finish the whole thing. Yeah, this looks like very cozy. I like this stream. Thanks for going the extra mile. Yeah! Looks good. I'm glad. I'm glad it was worth it. I started stream prep 30 minutes early. I made it a point today. I was like, no, I really am looking forward to this stream, you know? So I'm not gonna work super late today. So I actually finished work at a normal hour. I went for my run. I think I went gold actually on the tips of like up here. I finished work at a normal hour. I went for a run. I got a lot of stuff done by finishing work at a normal hour. It's wild how much freedom you get when you give yourself a healthy work-life balance. You know? But yeah, it's always nice to know that everyone enjoys the like chill streams as much as I do. Oh, I had like a nice flat edge for coloring. Here we go. So you walked around with the skeleton hands. Just imagine having a swarm of things from Adam's family. Oh my gosh. Well, the bard plays spooky skeleton. Spooky skeleton. Wait, that's actually pretty good. I should see if I can coordinate with my bard. If we can come up with a song. Maybe I should oh my gosh, I should turn into a fox and see if I can get her to play What Does the Fox Say while I'm doing my fox stuff. That'd be pretty good actually, you know? Oh, yay, I'm glad. I do feel like we've created a nice, cozy little community here. I very much enjoy it. I hope I know everyone enjoys it as much as here, because y'all wouldn't be here, but I am very, very thankful and grateful for the community we've created, because, you know, obviously sometimes you can create, unfortunately not the nicest communities, so I'm very glad that mine is just, cozy and happy as it is. I guess, you know, without getting too sentimental, you know, I do really appreciate y'all a lot. It's a very nice, relaxing part of my day to just hang out with everyone, you know? Hi, Asha. Hello. Color the tips yellow. Do not take that out of contact. Uh-oh. Healthy work-life balance. What is this witchcraft you speak? That's just power. Well, I haven't had the healthy work-life balance for most. I will say, Thursday and Friday of next week, I took 2 days off because of how hectic things have been. I was like, yeah, I just need vacation. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna hang out at home. But I do need some vacation. So I take Thursday and Friday off. I don't know if I'll stream, because again, it's vacation, you know? But I might. It depends. Like I said, Val's out of town, so I'm solo taking care of all the animals on the animal farm. So we'll see. I also am not 100% sure on stream next week. I might be getting a cat this weekend so that Shiro has a buddy, because he's been incredibly lonely and depressed. So we're going to meet some cats this weekend. And obviously if I get a cat, it's kind of, you know, I probably won't be streaming so that I can spend the week bonding with them, you know? Yeah, I'll send y'all pics. Either way, I'll just take lots of pictures of the cute cats, because I'm going to an event with lots of cats. It's like a cat adoption event, you know? Hello. Hi, Hachi. Hello. We'll have a little 15-minute stream. I'm sure the fact that you have 39 animals in your house will make it a handful. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we're one less, but we might be back to our our amount, like I said, after this weekend. Because yeah, that's why y'all have been hearing also Shiro meow a lot more recently. He's just still recovering, which is fair. I'm still recovering. We're all still recovering in the house, you know. But we obviously appreciate the time. Sorry, I apologize. This is a a bit of a sadder topic. I didn't plan to get into. But yeah, bottom line, I might be getting the cat this weekend, and if I get a cat this weekend, then I won't be able to stream during the week. So we'll see. Bonding is very important, yes. Bonding, but also like letting Shiro know, this is his sibling, like they want to be your friend. Be kind, give them a chance. Slowly introduce them, all of that sort of thing. So, oh no, the tip of the tip came off when I was sharpening it. So, boo-boo. I think I am liking the green eyes a lot. Honestly, I'm really liking the look of the green eyes. Recovering? Oh, from the message that was, I don't know if you remember, from about a month ago. Night. From the message that I put in the Discord. Cats will fight a lot though, but some should be easier since they have some social. Yeah, I mean, Shiro has always bonded with cats. Like he like needs a he just gets very lonely without a partner. But it does you have to introduce him. You gotta take the time and introduce him. So usually I keep them separated in different rooms and then slowly introduce them to each other is how I've done it. I've only had to do it once, but I do a lot of research and carefully introduce them. Oh, not in the Discord. Maybe they weren't you didn't, yeah. There we go. I need to get like a lighter color, I think. Your old roommates' cats, Romeo and Juliet, were awesome because they could do absolutely beating each other up one moment, like 5 minutes later grooving each other. Dude, I love cats that are bonded like that. Shiro is he would do that with Puff. Your parents' cats can't stand each other, somehow get along with the dog. That's the biggest thing. I mean, first, obviously, I'm looking for a, like an older cat, because Shiro's an older cat. I don't want a young cat. So that's the first thing I'm looking for. And then the other thing is, wait, sorry, I'm trying to decide what I want for this. I'll do this. The other thing is that they're used to dogs, because we have 3 dogs. So there needs to be a little bit of like, it would be really hard to introduce a cat that's like an older cat that's not used to dogs. So I need an older cat that's already familiar with dogs. So there we go. I like that. I ended up drawing her a lot of... I think I really like this hair for her, actually. I think maybe I would do not this yellow, but I like these yellow highlights down here and back here. I'm not sold on the top of the hair either, but I like it. You used to have a hamster, and for some reason your cat Lucy loved him. Like, just thought he was a friend, not food. Dude, I would be so scared. Shiro, when I put on like cat TV videos for him, of like birds or like mice or little critters, he starts smacking the screen. Like, he tries to murder them. I wouldn't trust him ever. We kind of want to get fish, like, do a fish tank, but I'm just so scared that while we're out, Shiro would, like, try to jump in the tank and, you know, murder some fishies. Or, like, always be smacking the tank and stressing them out. I want to get a single beta fish. Because I know they need a lot of space, so with our tank size, it would probably need to be single beta fish. I just want to go rescue little beta fish from like a pet store and see them, like, grow. You know, that sounds very nice to me. Did you draw your own avatar yourself? No. If you look at the description of my YouTube channel, my incredibly talented artist is listed there. She did an absolutely fantastic job. So, no, I do not have the talent at all to be able to draw something this good. She takes all the credit, 100%. She crushed it. Hi, Toothless. Hello. I think you're right about the green eyes. Yeah! I think it's much better than the pink ones. So, let's see. It's time to turn to a new page. It's funny because all my other pages I didn't add color, you know? Like, there's no color on these pages, so it's kind of funny to now have color. Healthy betas can look very beautiful. Yeah, they look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. C's fish tank is for me. He does like the little fingers is for me. One day you want an aquarium. Val is like a pro at aquariums. He set up an aquarium with this thing called the Waldstad method. It took about a year to get set up, but with that aquarium, you don't have to do cleanings and things. Once you get the entire ecosystem set up, it's self-cleaning. You know, you have like bottom feeders and algae and different things that keep the water like clean and sustaining on its own. So it is quite the upkeep to get it set up. Once you get it set up, it's zero effort. And I've wanted to go through the process with him because there's a lot of like water chemistry involved with doing it. But we've just been so busy and we've moved a few times, so we haven't really set up a tank. But I think we're going to be in this location for a very long time. So we'll probably set up a tank soon. Like one that goes from one room to another. Oh, that would be so cool. It would be kind of cool if if I had like unlimited funds, obviously. I would knock out the wall between Val and I and put an aquarium between it. I think that would be so cool. Because right now there's a wall between our rooms, you know? You love betas, best thing you ever rescued. They don't need a lot of space. Yeah, like a 5-gallon tank. Yeah, I think I would just get one though. I don't know. If you get too many, you can't get as attached to them. But the group of females do need a lot of space. Oh my goodness. No, we just need one. We just need one. One little guy and some like shrimpies or something, or a crab, like a little tiny crab. Might be cute. We used to keep neon tetras because I love neon tetras. There used to be a like little pond behind my house where I was growing up, and I started to notice there was like these bright fish in the pond. And I eventually realized as I got older and the population grew that someone dumped their neon tetras into this pond. I don't know if they were doing it on purpose, as in they brought neon tetras with the purpose of like populating the pond, or if they just dumped their tetras because they didn't want to deal with them anymore. But the population boomed, and so it was just full of like brightly colored neon tetras in this little tiny pond. I'm sure it basically at that point almost became its own species, like just from that pond that they adapted to, you know? But they are very pretty to look at. I told Val if we didn't get it, I want a beta because I feel very bad for them in the little cup. I don't like they just do that to betas. I understand the reason, piece of aggression, but like all the other fish get tanks. There's these like goldfish, and they have these like goofy bumps on their head. They have like big old brain bumps. I think one of those would be cute, or an angelfish. But an angelfish would take, oh my gosh, like the tank to have an angelfish would be ridiculous. Saltwater aquariums, always wanted one. But yeah, saltwater aquarium upkeep is diabolical. There's so much effort that goes into that, you know? Not a chemist. Yeah, I'm a fake chemist now. I'm sorry, y'all. You don't have to remind me. So hurtful. One day, I'll just do chemistry in my kitchen. You know, that's where my chemistry comes into play now. Yeah, brain bump goldfish. They're cute. I do like them. That's very cool, but also, folks, please don't introduce outside species into aquatic ecosystems. Yeah, don't do that. Oh my gosh. That had to have been, like, the most invasive species. I mean, obviously not the most invasive species, but to be clear, if you introduce any organism into, like, an ecosystem where it doesn't belong, you're creating an invasive species, like, ecological nightmare. So yeah, please don't ever do something like that. Even something as simple as when people, like, release their bunnies outside. And they're like, well, it's a bunny. It's like, well, no, but it doesn't belong there, you know? We found a bunny one time also out in the field. And it was very clearly a tamed bunny. Like a house pet bunny. I felt so bad for it. We took it to a shelter. Because, like, it wasn't going to survive, you know? Like, it was hanging out with us. So, and it was fat. And, yeah, it let us hold it. It was clearly someone dumped their bunny. But the shelter said it got adopted almost immediately by a family that already had rabbits. So that made me feel good. I was like, okay, cool. But, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Let me see. Let's find another. I kind of like drawing a cute chibi. Let me see if I can find another cute chibi drawing. But you could, like, program something to calculate pH or something, you know, programming and chemistry come together. Chemogramming, that would be like computational chemistry. Ooh, I like this one has like cute little hair bumps. Oh, this one has I wonder if I can find this one's cute. I want like a chibi, but like, oh, she looks like a brat. She's so cute. Sorry, I'm just surfing looking for something that I like the visuals of. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Good on y'all for helping out that bun. I was raised by my mom who grew up on a farm. And so we were always taking in, like, random animals. I remember this one time we found this turtle that someone had. It was also obviously. Unfortunately, I live in an area where people just, like, dump their animals. I grew up in an area where people dump their animals a lot. And someone had abandoned their turtle outside. And it was a big turtle. Like, let me see. Probably, he's a pretty big guy. Like, this big, right? And when we found him, unfortunately, ants were crawling and getting to him. So we got all the ants off him, but at that point, he didn't have function in either of his back legs. And we called a animal rescue service, and they were like, well, it's kind of hard to take care of an animal like that. Maybe that's why it got dumped. We probably would have to euthanize it. And my mom was like, well, if you give it care, can it still be happy? And they're like, yeah, probably. I mean, it just would be kind of hard for us. So we kept the turtle. It lived in our bathtub when we weren't, like, letting it roll around. So we had a turtle in our bathtub for, like, 2 years. He lasted a very long time. We put little wheels. Basically, we built him, like, almost a little skateboard, if you can imagine it. Like, this was him. And so he was able to, like, push with his front legs. And so he's pretty mobile. He's pretty happy turtle, honestly. He lived a pretty happy life. I mean, unfortunately, eventually, you know, he passed away. But 2 years, he was a skateboard turtle. He was pretty happy. We didn't have use of our bathtub for 2 years, though. That was unfortunate. We did have a shower, to be clear. We had a separate shower where we could, you know, bathe. We didn't not bathe, but the turtle did live in a bathtub for us for 2 years. But yeah, it's just like sometimes it's like hard to explain things if you like grew up raised by someone on like farm, like out in the Midwest, you know, maybe the Midwest in general, you know, very very different how they look at a lot of things and like care for a lot of things. So we had a lot of goofy like animal related situations in our life. I'm so happy your family. Yeah, it was very nice. We did take in things very often. I think um probably more things than I should have, but I've taken care of a lot of random animals in my life. I did want to be a vet for a while, but the more research I did on it, unfortunately, a lot of a vet's life is not glamorous. You know, like there's a lot of obviously very sad components to animal care. Um, and sure, it's great when you have those happy moments, but it's filled with a lot of very sad moments. And I just didn't want that in my. While I admire veterinary professionals, it just wasn't something that I could see for myself long term. Um, I remember I was talking to my vet about it one time. I have a strong fear of spiders. And she was like, well, what would you do if someone brought in their pet spider? Like, you can't not care for it. And I was like, oh. You know, like as a kid, that was like such a groundbreaking thing to be told. I was like, oh, you can't preferentially take care of certain animals over, you can't just be like a puppy and kitten vet, you know? And so that was when I like very much shifted my career path away from that. Both sides of my family are farmers, so we all love animals. My grandparents have a metric ton. Dude, I love barn cats. One of my favorite things to do during the summers when we go to the farm was befriend all the new barn cats. And my family would always be like, "Oh, this barn cat, I haven't seen them, and like they don't even let us like, you know, when we put the feed down for them, they don't even come out for that. You'll probably never see them." And then within like 2 days, I was best friends with the cat. Cause you just gotta like hang out, you know, like not like in a bothering way. You just gotta be around and just show them. So I would just sit and read because that's all I did as a kid anyways. I'm gonna give this one a goofy face. There we go. There's enough archery. Oh gosh. Yeah, please be careful. But it is a very, like, I don't know. You ever hear the, like Hannah Montana songs? You get the best of both worlds. That's kind of like my upbringing. I got like a combination of city life and then farm life on the in summer, so I got a pretty good appreciation of both things. You're a druid confirmed. Yeah, I'm basically an IRL druid. Honestly, though, my whole family is very connected to animals. I remember one time my aunt was she's like, "Oh, she likes golden retrievers a lot." And she's like, "There's never been a golden retriever who hasn't loved me." And then she went to like this antique shop and they had a golden retriever in the store, and the golden retriever didn't like her and she was so offended. It was vacation too, so it's not like she was ever going to meet this dog again. She would like make changes to her vacation plans, like where they were going, to make sure that they could go stop by that shop every single day because she was trying to get that golden retriever to like her. So funny. It never worked, but I admired the effort, you know? So yeah, my family's pretty into different things. I even showed sheep as a kid. Fun fact about me. At the like local 4-H. It's funny because I was only there for summer, so it wasn't like I did anything the rest of the year for these guys. But just for the showing, my family would have me do the showing. Because my mom as a kid was apparently really into it. And so all the locals were like, "Oh, your mom was so good at this. We want to see you do it." And my mom would give me tips, but like Look, if you didn't grow up doing that sort of thing and you didn't form a bond with the sheep, and there are actually some, I learned this, there are some competitions. For those that don't know, 4-H festival is like, or 4-H is like a, like local kind of, like festival basically, like a event, and everyone like shows off their animals, and there's like competitions and stuff like that, and showing the sheep means you're literally, as it sounds, you're showing the sheep. And yeah, so I would do that in summers, but I wasn't very good. There are competitions though where you like trade the sheep with people, which I always thought was kind of interesting. So you're basically showing like your animal handling skills on the moment. But there's no way I would have been competing with a sheep that I'd never, ever met. Hello, hello! The goofy expression. I know, it really adds to it, right? I keep giving her bows. It just fits her aesthetic very well. I feel like I'm getting kind of a good idea. The like art that's calling to me is being like Serena coded. You know, I'm getting a good feel for. I feel like she would wear stuff like this. Oh, I kind of gave her goofy legs. Oh well. No, I was doing so well until the legs came in. Oh well. That's okay. There. I don't think her legs would be this thick. Or long. What's this? I got tagged. Oh, this is from Fee. Bows are a great accessory. Solution is always a bigger, better bow. Honestly, my model I feel like could have some more bows. This was actually probably the biggest thing I like. Me and my artist went back and forth on was like how many bows should this model have, you know? And I think it might be fun to have a model that like has like even more, like oodles and of noodles of boodles of what do you call it? Oh, this is cute. I actually like this one a lot. I wonder if she would have like a you know, like kind of two-tone hair like this. Oh, I kind of, yeah, see, this is what I was imagining. Like maybe like gold on top, pink on bottom. Kind of what I was thinking for this one. I don't know how it would look. I was also unfortunate that I ended the hair right where the socks are. I'm gonna give her striped socks. There you go. Let me see how that would look. Pink with gold underneath. Oh, I wanted the brighter gold. Your avatar and her side by side is pretty similar. Honestly, Serena does look pretty similar, but this might be more of a Viri than a Serena. But yeah, I do imagine Serena is probably like a pink version of Viri. I have a look that I like, you know? I really like long, flowy hair. I mean, I have long, flowy hair, you know? So if I have long, flowy hair, and I want my character to be close to how I am, both as my VTuber and as my D&D character, it's just how it's gotta be. I think Viri has a bit of a style preference, just a little bit. It would be kind of interesting, though, to get a design of, like, a dark Viri, you know? Like, a Viri that's basically, like, the complete opposite of current Viri. I think it would have to be, like... Probably, what color hair would it be? Like, orange? I don't even know what color hair that would look like to be like an opposite. I mean, I think black hair is most obvious, but maybe like brown hair with blue clothes, you know, just like swap it up. That might be kind of fun. I think what would be more interesting is like a short-haired Very. At least I think that seems most interesting. Dark Fury be like, I played video games during work today. I'm such a bad noodle. Very bright yellow. Wonder if some purple would be good here. Dark Fury has spade eyes. Oh yeah, instead of like flower eyes, that would be cute. I was thinking for the Steam sale of Gindin Danganronpa. Is that how it's pronounced? It's in my cart right now. Danganronpa. Ronpa. I didn't know about the N at the end. I didn't crash the truck even once in the 8. Funny enough, I have Euro Truck Simulator in my Steam cart right now. Not even joking. I was like, oh, this could be a fun follow-up to my American Truck Simulator where it's like, am I better at European driving? Probably not. Could be fun to test, though. I'm pressing really hard for this one. I don't know why. We're really getting the color in there. We have quite a few different, like, ways of doing the hair. I said, like, streaks of gold. So I feel like all pink with streaks of gold makes the most sense for her. Everyone knows the most important part of character design is the hair. Everything else, like, you can change her clothes and stuff, you know? But her hair, that's permanent. At least in my opinion. Does Evil Very like cereal with milk? She probably does. I should do a whole, like, April Fool's opposite day model of that. Now I've given myself an idea for a April Fool's Day stream. I don't even know if April Fool's Day is... Let me see. Is that even on a stream day? Well, now I've ruined the April part, or the Fool's part, the first. It's on a Wednesday. I could prank you. You got pranked! Terrorizing poor Europeans. No, I could probably... I can't drive. I don't think I'd do any better on the European roads. Dark Fury hates lemonade. Dude, actually accursed. What a cursed, like, thing to think about. I should do a lemonade model where it's just, like, me wearing lemon, like, themed clothing. That would also be cute. My little soda pop. Woo! Bum, 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 bum. I don't think I like this one very much. Are you a bad noodle or a fake noodle? A bad fake noodle is called an impasta. Oh no! I want to believe that I'm a good noodle. But I guess I would have to be. I feel like Dark Fury would be a fake noodle. Number 1, good noodle energy. Just say you will do a left hand review. Oh yeah, you're only seeing my right hand right now. That is kind of funny. Dude, I went on the Autobahn. Oh! It broke. I went on the Autobahn ones. It was terrifying. They go so fast on the Autobahn. I was like feared for my life. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try coloring this with pink to have like a yellow pink. Let's see. It's just gonna make orange, but oh well. You're all I can think of, every drop I dream of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Boo, 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 boo. Val always gets after me. I mean, jokingly, when I sing that soda pop song, because I always randomly add woo, and he's like, "That's not in the song," and I'm like, "It's okay. We're freestyling, you know." In the US, we got speed limits and people still treat it like the Autobahn. That's true. If you've ever gone on like especially for example, Texas, there's some back roads in Texas where the speed limit's like 100. It's wild. The sketch is cool. It's always good to experiment and see what you prefer, even if you decided it wasn't something your favorite. Exactly. I feel like I don't like it, but I'm glad I tried it because I would have thought, you know, like what if? I think this is just a good doodle, but it's not Serena, you know? This isn't how I picture Serena looking. The Chibis do let me go a little faster though, which is nice. I think I definitely like the green with pink combination though. But yeah, look, it's like orange hair now. I'm gonna try purple though, just to see what like purple would look like. In the US, 70 miles feels fast. Yeah, if you're doing on the 70 on the Autobahn, you're like, people are gonna like be worried for you. They're like, are you okay? Why are you going so slow? Just have some cute art. Oh, thank you so much, Ed. Yeah, we're winging it, but I think it's turning out pretty cute. Honestly, like I said, looking at how I was a few months ago and how like unconfident. I don't know if y'all remember my old HANDCAM doodle streams, but I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about how bad what I was doing was. You know, like, oh, this is bad, or there's this mistake, or y'all would like, you know, tell me like, oh, you should do this or said, or like, you know, you made this mistake here. And now it's like, no, these are all pretty passable. We can just all be happy about what's on the paper, which is, you know, I think that's pretty nice. It tells me there's improvement. I'm not like setting off the artist. Oh yeah, in the US, no, you definitely get tailing in the US, unfortunately. It depends on where you are. If you're like stuck in traffic, yeah, you're definitely gonna get tailed. I guess it's kind of location based. Some cities have a reputation in the US for being really bad drivers, but also I feel like I'm like shaking the table from how hard I'm pressing. Also, I feel like every city thinks they have the worst drivers, and it's like, I promise you, I've been to actual cities with bad drivers. You're not that bad. I think the worst drivers are like LA drivers because they're so aggressive, personally. LA drivers stress me out. And it's not like walkable. It's not a walkable city, so you can't avoid it. And they don't have good public transport, so you double can't avoid it. At least in New York City, like, you can hop on some public transportation, you know? Places such as Utah have speed limit as high as 100. Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. In, like, areas where it's very, like, not densely populated. There you go. Take I-90 through Chicago during rush hour. It's like combining the Autobahn. Dude, that would terrify me. There's some cities in the US that I would never, like, recommend people ever drive in. You think it's Phoenix? I've never been to Phoenix, so I wouldn't know. I would say LA or Austin have been, my experience, the worst drivers. Like, just it stresses me out. And again, I don't drive, so I'm always the person, like, watching, you know, like, from the passenger seat. It kind of looks like turnips. They look like little turnip feet. What I should have done was made these, like, stripes, so Purple, white, purple, white, purple, white. Instead, it's just one singular sock. Yeah, Austin's very bad. Okay, as long as we can agree on Austin being bad, because it is bad. You live in Austin? Dude. You know how bad it is then. Austin's the worst. If you have to go downtown to Austin, like drive on 6th Street or something, don't even, like, just give up on your plans. I know you can't because, like, everything's on 6th Street, but, you're in for a bad time. What city's the best one? The walkable ones where you don't have to interact with the drivers. What's a good walkable city in the United States? Ooh, this is a hard question. I feel like Seattle's pretty walkable. Obviously, New York City's pretty walkable. Like, the thing about New York City is there is dense traffic, but I don't feel like it's, like, bad. Because the only people on the road are people that drive all the time, and it's kind of their job to drive, you know? So, it's very different. Wait, what? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh, well, there you go. Minneapolis, St. Paul is pretty good. Okay. I'll have to visit those. Through the automated lobby. Honestly, though, y'all know I don't drive, so I'm pretty passionate about. I live in a pretty walkable area right now, but I'm incredibly passionate about having like access to walkable areas. You want to go visit Japan and walk? That's true. I've told y'all. I mean, I'm going to Japan in a few months, but we're hitting like Kyoto and Tokyo. So, it's not quite... I mean, like, I'm very happy, excited to go there. But my second trip, I want to do just, like, walking from place to place, you know? Like, go to all the different parks and things that I can. Wow, my model really does freak out when I take a sip. You're all I can think of. Let me see. Let's find another doodle. Oh, this one's kind of cute. It's very, like, nature. I like it. Okay, we'll try this one. Do I like this one, or... Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Okay. I always start with this, like, bottom of the face. I don't know what's, like, the correct thing that people recommend. But, And then, see, I always end up, like, making one side lopsided compared to the other. But, again, I think what's most important is actually getting through the drawing and not, like, letting yourself stop halfway. Because that's what's just hindered me so much from even, like, just keeping like a pencil on the page, is like this strong desire to be like to be perfect. What's that cloud? Is there a cloud? Oh, maybe I was drawing a cloud. Oh, this cloud. This is my armrest for my keyboard. My keyboard is the what's that brand again? Here, I'll show you. See? It's like cloud themed. It's very cute. And so the armrest that they came with is like cloud themed too. HANDCAM is the closest we can get. Yeah, HANDCam's it, y'all. We don't have HANDCAM streams very often, actually. They're decently rare, I would say. We used to do them a lot more. Because I used to have craft streams every Thursday. And then, I don't know. I don't know why I stopped. Because I do enjoy them quite a bit, you know? My whole desk setup is very cute. Here, let me see if I can show you some other cute stuff. Here. Wait. Let me see. This is what my, oh, it's got kaffir on it. This is, what I put, like, my, what's it called? And you can see in the corner right there, my, like, little thing that I put my drinks on, is, like, a cherry blossom coaster. That's what the thing that I use to put my, my phone on. Like, I have lots of cute little things on my desk. Whenever you end up in Japan, one of the places you want to hit is Daikonjima. Where's that? Is it like a nice park place? It's always that one phone stand. Dude, it's so cute. I love when I see, like room, like, desk tours, and then they have the same one as me. It makes me so happy. Exactly, the aesthetics. When we were, like, setting up my, like, desk and stuff, I told that to Val, it's like, nothing matters more than making sure that this desk is cute. You know? It's the most important part. Cable management. I actually have pretty good cable management because Val set it up. I'll 100% admit that's the reason. Val did all of my cable management, and he is very into cable management. Which means that my desk is very. It's funny because I have like my case on my desk. I have my controller, I have my Switch 2, I have like a whole setup because of the streaming, you know? So it is actually like a fairly complicated setup, but Val always makes it work for what I need. Whenever I tell him like, oh, I want this new thing for stream, like can you help me set it up? I like get it and stuff, but he helps with the setup. And he's like, yeah. He'll like look up the best way to do it. It's an island in Matsue. It's mainly known for its peonies and ginseng. Ah! I want to go to, like, one of the cute flower islands. And I want to go to the cat island, too. Do we get a setup tour? I would totally show y'all, except my, my case is reflective. So, it would unfortunately show more than I would be okay with. If my case wasn't reflective, I'd give y'all a desk tour, you know? Remember, gamers, you want the longest possible cables and just pile them on top of each other. Exactly! Don't label them or anything. And then you don't really have to worry about the chaos until you move, you know? Obviously, I haven't seen it in person, but it seems like a beautiful place. I'm all for beautiful places. The world needs more beauty and, like, happiness, kindness, joy, all of those fun things. I do think Serena with, like, some cute braids would, go pretty hard. You're all I can think of every night. Dude, it's stuck on my head. Close this. There we go. You gonna look for a bit? Yeah, no worries, Yuna. If PC can on, then cable good. Yeah, if PC on, cable happy. A nightmare for people who cable and just have an Ethernet and a normal power cable. Oh my gosh. Laptop set. I do have a work laptop set up. I also have a second computer where I do editing and stuff. And the once in a blue moon I do edit, but I also just use it for exercise. So it doesn't go to waste. It's just my old computer. I'm trying to shade, but I don't know if I really know how to. So I think it was better before I started doing this part, but that's okay. We'll add some detail. There we go. then it's like it didn't even happen. That's the secret. That's the Bob Ross method. Do you do something you didn't like? Just hide it behind like a bush, you know? Dude, very pigtail model? Wouldn't that be so cute? I think it'd be cute. Could y'all even handle that? The cuteness overlord. Overlord? Overload. I'm just gonna do the same thing. There we go. When in doubt, double down, yo. That's the rules. Really paste. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so cute. Hi, Rosie. How are you? Hello, hello. I love your art streams. Rosie has really great art streams, y'all. If you ever want to check them out. Nice hair detail. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Rosie hanging out in chat. Yeah, it's happy little accidents. Exactly. Howdy, howdy. Let me do Overlord. I thought this was already a dictatorship. We mix it up as we go, you know? We like to, you know, if I don't like mix things up and keep things fresh for y'all, y'all will get bored. Do that. There we go. Non-shells. They're too good. You just gotta go boop 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 boop. You know, like little bubbles. That was the tutorial I watched. That's what they said. They're like, you just gotta boop 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 boop, and I was like, okay. And now I boop 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 boop. Anytime I'm drawing braids, it's what goes through my head. Let's do like little puffy sleeves. We'll do something like this. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. It'll make sense when we have the arms. You gotta believe, you know? That's another thing I've learned a lot. A lot of art is like, it's a very trust the process, experience. There we go. And then we'll do little... There we go. She's got little hot dog arms. The use of sound effects in the demonstration is... Exactly! That's how you remember. Boop, bop, bow! Like that. Now you'll never forget. 2% wipe. Oh! Val's Guild is currently ranked 15 in the world. Pretty good. Might have to end stream soon so that I can watch them get their kill, their Hall of Fame kill. What's most important is to be supportive, y'all. Oh, and it's got like a little, like this. I think I made this too, like, maybe we can fix this. We'll do this. This is probably fixing it. Yeah, that kind of saved it. As Kendrick Lamar once said, bim bop boom bop boom bop bam. I know exactly what that's referencing. There you go. Oh, this is so cute. They have like little like this, you know, like little detailing. I'm not sure. I think If Serena wore something like this, it'd be a little more like I should have made it more out, you know? I think that would fit her better. Peekaboo. I know from the was it Kendrick Lamar that was having the whole beef thing? I remember Val showed me like there's like back and forth. There you go. Give a little do 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 do. There you go. There you go. She's got cute little shoes. Should we give the goofy face again? We'll try to give him some. Here's some eyebrows. I forgot to give her eyebrows. I don't think she needs eyebrows. Let's be real with ourselves. I wonder if Serena would have like bows in her hair, you know? I feel like she might. Give very what big eyelashes you have. Cute little shoes. Don't we all wish we had cute little shoes? He had the beef with Drake. Was it? Yeah, he like destroyed. That was the song where he absolutely destroyed him. I remember that. It was a whole thing. And then it was like, well, how do you... There's no coming back from that, you know? It was just too good to do like a counter diss track at that point. Eyebrows over hair is peak anime energy, right? It's so cute. Oh, I like how... I like this like flattened look. I read like a thing where they said like if you put like a little more thickness just in the corners, I messed up here, but if you just put a little more thickness in the corners, it's supposed to like make things feel more dynamic. I don't know how true that is, but I think it helps. Yeah, the design is really cute, right? It's very different from what she had previously. There we go. I think I'll just go for something simple eyes. Do like that. And then I'll just color them in. There we go. It's pretty cute, I would say. Oh, we need a little... There we go. I'm debating whether to give her a bow. But like at this point... We could do some little, like... We could do some little bows here. There we go. I don't think it needed the ribbon, but that's okay. Yeah. There we go. It's got little bows. I almost want to give her, like, a little... a little, like, bunny right here. Let me see... Okay, we're gonna remember. I think the bunny is like... There we go. We'll give her a little bunny. With a little, like, Miffy face. There we go. I think that's pretty cute, right? It's a little bit of a different look than we've done. Oh, you like? Oh, thank you so much, Rosie, dude. Yeah, this one, I think would be very. If Serena was like in a like formal like fit, you know, I think this would be her. I think we should go back to like the full pink hair with some like streaks. I think that's what would look best. Oh, thank you so much, y'all. What if the bunny was green in her hair? A green bunny. And little green bows. I think the green just looks so nice on her, you know? It is like, yeah, it is like the Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai, right? They both got their own little, they got their little vibes. They got their different vibes. I think I want her to have a darker colored dress. I do actually like this purple, though. I will admit. I think the purple came out looking very good. You're such a quick drawing. Thank you so much. Yeah, we gotta, the thing about, like, getting good at the quick drawings is that means for my DND journal, you know? We can have even better quick drawings. That's what I want to get good at, is like just really quick doodles. That's my goal. Mostly because, like, okay, so I did some art recently, like digital art, and I spent like 15 hours on it. And by the end of it, I was like, dude, I just want this to be done. Whereas when you do quick stuff like this, it's not, you don't feel that pressure, you know? What's this green? I don't like that one. That's a long time. I know! It is a long time. And when you're not, like, incredibly good at drawing, it's like you spent all this time for a piece that you're like, well, it's okay, you know? But it's like, it doesn't spark joy. Oh, I bet if I'd left these puffy sleeves white and the rest of the dress green, that would have been so cute. Oh well. They kind of look like little, like, gourd pumpkin, you know? Oh, thank you. Yeah, the line work, it's actually interesting because they have, like, different sizes, right? I have, like, a set of micron pens, and it's, like, different size nibs, and I found that actually surprisingly helps a lot. Like, in the same way that you can see, there's different sized pencils that I have, and you can tell, obviously, that I really prefer this, I don't remember, I think, oh, HB. I prefer the HB, obviously. I have the same for, like, pens. Like, if I get the right size, it just feels so much easier to do. That is definitely the thing. I like, non-digital art better. I guess, like, physical. I like, physical more than I like digital. Because physical or digital, it's like it's the same thing as like using a pencil, you know? It's so easy to fix your mistakes that it's also so easy to just get stuck in your mistakes and spend like a lot of time on one thing. But it's like, oh, well, I could like erase it or like just put a layer or blah blah, you know? Well, that's adorable. Thank you so much, Bee. Plus, this way you have the fun. Yeah, like the very tactile, like coloring experience. You think about your strokes a lot more, at least in my opinion. I very much like think about the strokes that I'm taking. And when I'm using pen and I can't do any erasing, like every stroke is the last stroke, you know. I just feel like it's a very like different experience, and you notice a lot more and like think about angles and all sorts of stuff. That sentence could be construed to phrasing. That's a very phrasing sentence. Apologies to the innocent souls out there. I like how I did these eyes too. I feel like they're not very lopsided. We might have peaked here, you know? We've reached the pinnacle. How is it Thursday? Sorry. This is complete subject change. I didn't mean to. My brain just randomly was like, dude, it feels like Friday, you know? Clip it and ship it, yo. I still can't believe on YouTube you can't see clips. It's so weird. I mean, yes, I know you can make clips on YouTube, but like, on Twitch, if someone makes a clip on my channel, I can see it, you know? And in fact, there's like the whole thing about clippers or whatever, because like clippers help you for like creating content easier. You don't have that same thing on YouTube. You know, I never thought about that before, because like I think like HoloLive and stuff, they have clipper programs where they pay you for clips. So I guess you have to send in the clip. Dude, you can tell how much I like the pink pencil too. Look how much shorter it is than the rest. It's I feel like it's very easy to see an artist's preferences based on like the wear and tear of certain colors. But let's face it, no one's surprised that I mean, maybe if you saw my model, I do like blues a lot, but I mean, you know, there's like pink accents all over. I knew I wanted blue, right? And so I was like, well, brown goes very well with blue, and it feels very cozy, like we're in a little cafe. But I like the color pink, so I was like, is there any way to incorporate some pink highlights? And that's how like the pink ribbons and stuff came into play. You can mail me my check. Yeah, I'll send you a check. Snail mail. Does anyone still do like snail mail, like pen pal? I always wanted to get into that, but nowadays, like, I don't even know. It used to be very easy to find like pen pal programs, but I don't even know if anyone does that anymore. And then you have to find like IRL friends, and like, you know, I'm a shut-in. I might like pink. Yeah, if I had y'all guess my favorite color. My favorite color rotates between 3 colors typically, actually. Purple, blue, and green. Depending on my mood. She's so cute. She's so bubblegum themed. Dude, I love her. Isn't she just so cute? They hire people to make clips that they then upload to their own channels. Yeah, that's what I've seen with like the clipping programs. And depending on how many views the clips get, they'll like pay you like an amount. For example, I don't know, like $20 for 100,000 views. That's just an example. I don't know if that's like considered high or low, but I mean, at that point, I think you're not so much for the view. It's like for the conversion of people to go to your stream, you know? I've actually heard a lot of like larger VTubers talk about that like they really blew up when they had people start like clipping and like posting on their like clipping channels them, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. But I guess it kind of makes sense from like a discoverability standpoint. If you have like other people vouching for your humor and stuff, I feel like that's probably a much better way to be found than like kind of self-promoting your own humor. So it kind of makes sense, but it is interesting. I feel like most big VTubers I hear about talk about that, where like their first clipper is kind of what like skyrocketed them. The color really makes the drawing pop, right? Dude, I'm actually so happy with this. You're practicing your cursive again, but I have no one to write to. Dude, I haven't done cursive in so long. I should actually pick up cursive again. I should practice that somewhere. It's a good skill to have. You should learn video editing. I've tried a few times. I enjoy short editing. But long form editing is just, it's like a very long, it's a very long invested process. So like I don't really, I don't know if it's not that I don't enjoy it. I just, it's like a lot of time to invest. So I haven't really gotten into it. I have a couple of videos that are half done. Because I just haven't finished them. I should, though. Yeah, I like how this yellow just adds a little pop. I think I definitely am sold on the all pink with, like, highlights. Maybe, like, some yellow tips? Ah, I'm smudging. No, I don't think I like the yellow tips, but we'll just put it here just to match the other side. There you go. Let's see if I can carry it through to save it a little bit. I found that just a little bit of blending just always saves the day. Oh, 1 second. Ooh, excuse me. Had to sip some water. Had a little cough in there. These two give me the vibes at like 0 thoughts and some thoughts. The goal is 0 thoughts. It's very Serena coded. Might be clip shorts form content to reaches more people because it's everywhere. That is true. That is true. It has like a wider reach. Streaming only is hard because most people won't be able to sit through a complete VOD. So clips help highlight. Yeah, exactly. Like there's very good benefits to it. And like I definitely acknowledge that if I put more time into like clips and, you know, videos and things like that, I do think I would grow more. But like I do this as a hobby, you know. I love hanging out with y'all. And also like again, I like hanging out with y'all. So like, you know, if I had too many chatters, then I wouldn't be able to like yap as well, if that makes sense. Like I like us being able to just like hang out and like chat about our day and stuff, and it'd be a little harder that way. So I just like how my stream is. I would never complain about growth. Obviously, that would be like rude. And I'd be incredibly thankful for it, but there are some downsides to it. So that's why I don't like put a lot of pressure on myself to do certain forms of content that I wouldn't like have fun making, or like get really stressed out or something because it's like I don't have views here and there, you know? I think I've been able to meet really cool people and like do the hanging out and stuff that I want. Look at how cute she is. Look at her. They're both actually really cute. I'm very happy with them. But yeah. This was fun. We'll probably unfortunately have to wrap up pretty soon because my throat's starting to get a little dry. So here, I'll snooze this Twitch ad for 5 minutes. But yeah. We'll probably, unfortunately, we'll yap for a little bit longer, but I won't start another piece since I won't be able to finish it on stream. The core collection of chatter riffs, very nice. Yeah, exactly. I think we have a very nice, like, group. It's like fun to chat, and every once in a while, you know, we get like new people, and that's also like super fun. So I think we have a good balance of like when we get someone new that's like chatting and hanging out and becomes like one of the regulars hanging out, we can still like all. You don't feel like you're lost in the crowd, you know? I feel like my stream is just a nice, cozy place where, like, you can always know that you're gonna have a good chat. And that's my goal, for it to feel like a cozy, almost like a little like cafe or library. Like, you're coming just because you know it's gonna be cozy and relaxing. So, we had a whole year here this March. Oh my gosh, it's been a whole year? Congrats! Wait, that's so exciting. I always love to, like, hear about that, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's nice and cozy. Those are the vibes we go for. I will say, though, I'm just gonna warn y'all in advance, Jeff from Marvel Rivals is apparently getting a maid skin, and y'all know how much I love Jeff from Marvel Rivals, so we might have a week where we're playing FPS. I'm just warning y'all in advance. We might have an FPS week. I think it's a fair warning to give y'all, you know? It's the Cozy Cat Cafe. Exactly. You're getting your money's worth when you're getting a membership here. It's very aptly named the Cozy Cafe. You gotta go. Yeah, thank you so much, Night, for hanging out. I hope you have a good evening. No what? Oh no, too. It's already time for stream to end. Yeah. We cannot. And look, y'all got the full model today. I think that's always nice when y'all get the full model. It doesn't happen. Okay, time. We're switching off the hand cam, so I'll say goodbye. Look, I can even say goodbye. Y'all goodbye. Wait, that's so fun. I can actually do it. Turn on this. There we go. Okay, I was like, I don't know exactly what is behind that. You playing FPS sounds like horror. It is a little bit of horror. It is a lot of a lot of yelling, if I'm being honest. Not like yelling aggressively, but like, ah! You know, that kind of yelling. Marvel Rivals alert! 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 It was I can't believe it's been 2.5 hours, dude. Time flies, like absolutely flies when I'm streaming. It's great. Dude, I turned off the light that I had to, you know, like help with the stream, and oh my gosh, it just got so much darker in here. Yeah, thanks so much, y'all, for hanging out. Next week, we'll see. Again, we'll see if I'm streaming. Because might have a cat. But I'll let y'all know on that, what's happening. But yes, as always, I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic weekend. I will be relaxing and maybe hanging out with a cat and lots of doodling, I think, this weekend. So it should be nice. But yes, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Hope you have lots of fun. I hope you have some tasty treats. If you have some tasty treats, put them in the Discord, because I love seeing y'all's cooking and what y'all get to eat. It sparks joy for me when I get to see people eating tasty things. So I hope y'all will share it with me. But yeah, good night, everyone. I hope you have a good evening. I will see y'all on Monday. Good night. Bye.